Welcome, race fans, to another Tuesday night here with the ISRL League over here on iRacing. Tonight we hit Kansas Speedway for the 8th race here for the ISRL League. Tonight, in the booth, as always, is Dennis Iceman with you guys here from green flag to the checkered flag. They are still in practice right now. Go ahead and show the times here real quick. You got Seymour up in first spot with a 29.87, Perquette in second with a 29.99, Roldan in third with a 30.01, fourth Lindgren with a 30.03, Wishon in fifth with a 30.08, Allen in sixth with a 30.09, Dorsey in seventh with a 30.10, Kahn in eighth with a 30.10 as well. Ninth spot we got Hyder with a 30.17, and rounding out the top 10 here is Marcus Van Der Lee with a 30.17. It'll be interesting to see how those transfer over into qualifying here tonight. But before they get down into the qualifying, let's go ahead and show standings here real quick. We got Aiden Kirker up in first spot, still in the lead here. He has 286 points. In second, we got Jared Wishon with 276. Third, Anthony Colin-Wano with 256. Zach Lindgren in fourth with 252. Chase Perquette in fifth with 249. Tyler Kahn in sixth with 246. Connor Trafari in seventh with 235. In eighth spot, we got Michael Dorsey. He is down one spot with 234 points. Daryl Arnold in ninth spot with 229. Josh Duke in 10th with 214 points. Josh Duke has. In 11th, we got Brian Bick. He has 207. 12th, we got Josh Corner with 201. 13th, Joseph Costello with 200 points. 14th, James Rader with 200 points. So Costello and Rader are tied there for 13th spot. And 15th, we got Diego Roldan. He has 197. 16th, Kyle Camper. He is sitting at 195. 17th, we got Clinton Seymour at 193. Robert Hine is in 18th with 184. In 19th spot, we have Jake Baker with 180. 20th, Seth Whitworth with 168. With 166, we got Paul Reckley sitting in 21st. 22nd, we got Richard Kirker with 154. Alexander Hyder sitting back in 23rd with 115. Ron Harrington with 83 points. 25th, we got Brandon Sampson with 77. Eddie Spurrell back in 26th with 65. Brady Peters in 27th with 64. Cody Tabor in 28th with 63. Jason Gallagher is sitting in 29th spot with 59 points. Sean Leisure in 30th with 57. Cody Hampton in 31st with 57. Chris Lilly is up 5 spots, up to 32nd with 55 points. Ryan Bickering in 33rd, down 5 spots from last race with 44 points. Jolan Sims in 34th with 39. Logan Solly in 35th with 32. In 36th, we got Mitchell Van Oss with 32 as well. And in 37th, we got Marcus Van Der Lee. He is sitting at 31 points. 38th, we got Nicholas Bumlick. He is sitting at 29. And rounding out the championship standings here tonight, in 39th spot, Alexander Meter with 17 points. What we're going to go ahead and do here is they're getting ready to wrap up practice here. We're going to step away, play the national anthem, and we'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. Alrighty, folks, welcome back as qualifying is just getting underway for these guys here. As we got James Rader out here on the track right now, as well as Michael Dorsey out here on the track. Going to take a little bit here for these guys to get in some times here, so we're just going to wait for them to drop in. We got Jackson Allen, Diego Roldan, Jake Baker, Chase Paquette, Brian Bick out here, as well as Mike Dorsey, Aiden Kirker, Alexander Hyder. And the list just goes on and on of the drivers that are out here on the track putting in a lap time right now. You see Jarrett up in the first spot with a 30:35 right now. Chase just laid down a 30:36 lap time. Mike Dorsey up here in the top spot with a 30:08. We got James Rader out here on track as well with a 30:70 lap time here. Got Chris Lilly out here on track right now. He's sitting nowhere right now. He's just getting out here on his out lap, it looks like. Got Chase in first. Alexander Hyder in 15th spot. Aiden Kirker up to the second spot, laying down a really fast time of 29:94. Just behind Chase there. So he'll be chasing that 10 car here tonight. In that purple Dodge 39 machine. I think it's supposed to be pink, actually. The night's kind of giving it a little pink vibe to it. A purple vibe to it, not pink. As we got Tyler Kahn out here in the 29 Goodwrench. A little blue and yellow going on here. Fast break Reese's car. Logan out here just finished up his qualifying back in 6th spot. Daryl out here laying down his lap time in his Doritos throwback. Just realized you guys don't have the sound going on. Okay. There we go. Now everybody's got sound that they should anyway. See how that plays out here. I apologize for that. Good thing I caught it before we went green flag racing. So let's go ahead and get down here to the starting grid here tonight for the ISRL League here at Kansas Speedway. And no, don't want that. Come on. There we go. Okay, in first spot, we got Chase Paquette with a 29.930. Congratulations to Chase on his pole position here tonight. Aiden Kirker in second spot with a 29.94, I do believe. In third place, we got Michael Dorsey. Fourth, we got Alexander Hyder. Fifth, we got Tyler Kahn. Sixth, we got Logan Solly. Seventh, we got Jared Washawn. And eighth, we got Chris Lilly. Ninth, we got Zach Lindgren. 10th, we got Jackson Allen. 11th, we got Daryl Arnold. 12th, we got Connor Trafari. And 13th, we got Marcus Bandier Lee. 14th, we got Josh Duke. 15th, we have Anthony Colantuano. 16th, we got Jake Baker. And 17th, we got Clinton Seymour. 18th, we got Mitchell Oss. 19th, we got Kyle Camper. And 20th, we got Diego Roldan. 21st, we got Richard Kirker. 22nd, we got James Rader. 23rd, Brian Bick. 24th, Josh Corner. Back in 25th spot, we have Alex Meter. 26th, we got Joseph Costello. And rounding out the field here in shotgun, bringing up the rear of the field, I should say, Sean Leisure back in 27th in the 67 machine. These guys are driving off pit road here to get their pace lap in. Should be a good race here tonight here at Kansas Motor Speedway. Speedway, not Motor Speedway, just a Speedway. Here before they get down racing here real quick. Kansas is a 1.5 mile tri-oval. Was built back in 2001. Currently hosts 2 NASCAR race weekends every year. The Indy Series also held races here until 2011. The Speedway is owned and operated by NASCAR. We got an air temp of 61, humidity down very low at 12%, winds 6 miles an hour, and a track temp of 62 degrees. As the pace car is off, the green flag is out. We are underway here tonight for the Big Rick's Smokin Meat 150 here at Kansas. Are all getting. Ooh, we got some contact there between Jake Baker. 3 wide there in the turn number 3 there, first lap. And Jake Baker is falling back down 5 spots on the first lap already, but we got Tyler Kahn up here in the first spot. Actually, Chase is up in the top spot. Sorry about that. Tyler's back in 5th spot. Chase is up here in the top with Aiden Kirker right behind him and Alexander Hyder in 3rd. Get back here with Tyler Kahn and company. We got the 29. Tyler is up there riding that high line right now. Everybody else is driving that low line right now. Somebody's blinking out there. The 18. 18, but it's 19 and then Logan is having some internet issues right now. Hopefully that'll clear up. Don't want to see that happen here on the 4th lap of the race here. We get back here, more 3 wide. And that got cleaned up. Connor Trafari and company was involved in that 3 wide there. Get back here to Kyle Camper. He's looking to get around that 97 machine of Diego. back up. Who's that? That's the 29 machine of Tyler Kahn here battling, as well as Connor Trafari trying to get around the 35 of Jackson Allen. Jackson, this is his first race here tonight with this league here. Right now, he's got himself sitting pretty good in 10th spot, right where he started. Right now, we just got a train of cars here, all single file. Looks like Connor's trying to find something there as he's getting a little loose coming out of 2. We get back here to Chris Lilly here, making a pass on the 98 machine of Anthony Conatuano. As we're going 3 wide again, just for a brief second there in turn number halfway between 3 and 4, I should say. And that got all straightened out, and now here we go again. Looks like Jackson is riding more the middle, and then we got Chris Lilly riding the bottom, and Anthony riding the top line here. As the run goes on, you're going to see a lot of these guys migrate up to the top of the track. I do believe as we have contact there, slight contact between Tyler Kahn and Connor Trafari coming out of turn number 4. But everything was straightened out. No harm, no foul. Get back up to our leader here, Chase. He has led every lap here so far here tonight. 8 laps down of 100. And we still got a battle going on back here with Tyler Kahn and Connor Trafari. As Connor's looking to make his way up into the 8th spot. But right now, Tyler's not having any of it. And we got Leisure. He's off the track. Don't know what happened to Leisure there, but he's out of here right now. Hopefully he can get back in. Ooh, somebody hit the wall there as Costello was literally riding the wall. Here to Clinton Seymour up here. He is in 13th spot right now. He's trying to get his way around Chris Lilly in 12th spot. As we still got a battle here with Tyler Kahn and Connor Trafari. But Tyler Kahn is trying to get around Logan Solly here. And as Tyler's going to take it down to the inside this time. Getting got a little wiggly there coming out of turn number 4, but he's able to keep it under control, keep his momentum going down the front straightaway here, or actually tri-oval, going down to turn number 1, and Logan is riding the wall. So he's falling back. He's going to drop back to at least, I would say, 14th spot here, as Josh Duke in the 32 is going to be able to get around him going into 3 and 4. I love those pink wheels. You're going to get me a set of those. As Perquette is up here, he's got about 0.2 of a second lead over Kirker here in 2nd spot. We got Hyder back here in 3rd. Lindgren back in 4th, and then Michael Dorsey rounding out your top 5 here in that 99 Jegs machine. So really keep an eye here on Connor right now, because as the 35 looked like they came really close to hitting the wall coming out of 4. Dove it down into the tri-oval, but he was able to keep his momentum there, and he's trying to put pressure there on the number 9 machine of Connor Trafari, as we really have a car into the wall there. Who is that? That's the 98 car of Anthony Conatuano. Conatuano. Man, that's a tongue twister. You say that about 8 times in a race and you start messing it up. Any hooty howdy. Get back here to the 182 machine. He's actually, yeah, he's the 182 machine. He's sitting back here in 19th spot. He's just the Big Red. We're going to call him Big Red. As we got somebody, who was that? Richard Kirker got loose there coming out of turn number 2, but he was able to save it, keep it under control. No harm, no foul. Now these guys are really starting to ride the wall here. As we saw, I think it was either Jared or Tyler really close to that wall. Jackson was able to get around Connor, so Jackson is up to 8th spot. And we got the John Deere machine. That is Josh Duke up into the wall. And we got another car, Anthony again, brushing the wall, coming out of turn number 2. He's going to lose another spot to Diego, going into 3, maybe. Looks like Diego's got the preferred line coming out of turn number 4 there. So Anthony Conaquano is down to 16th spot. He was up there into the top 10. Get on Michael Dorsey here. Let's go ahead and do a gearbox cam on him. Get a little shot there of Jared behind him. Let's go BCR, Black Cloud Racing. Right now, here's the nose cam of Michael Dorsey here. Get a little front view of what's going on there, track level. Right now, Chase is leading the Black Cloud Racing Group. He's showing the way for everybody else as well. He has led every lap here so far tonight. And he's looking to not end that anytime soon. Got Aiden Kirker back here. He's part of Elite Motorsports. He's trying to keep that pressure on Chase. Only 0.3 of a second behind him. And then there's a 2 second, well, a little under 2 second to third spot from Aiden to Zach Lindgren. Not last week's winner. He was winner a couple weeks ago. Last week's winner is 15. Who's he at? Can't find him right now. I'll find him. Give me time, guys. I'll find him. But Seymour is up here in 11th spot, getting pressure there from Logan in the 19, but it's 18 on the paint. He missed it by 1. We got another battle going on back here with the 56. Marcus, Van der Lee, and Diego, and it looks like Marcus is trying to get the in and out machine over the 97 of Diego Castro. We got a wreck. Logan. Looks like Logan was able to save it. No caution. Oh, and Logan still having internet issues as, oh, we almost had contact there between the integrator and Logan. out of the 92 machine, and Brian Bick is going to go ahead and get around the 72. And we got another car getting loose. That's Jake Baker there getting loose coming out of turn number 2. And Anthony is going to stay on the high side there going into turn number 3. We got a battle here for 9th spot between Jackson Allen and Chris Lilly. Chris was able to take over that spot over Jackson. .26 laps down here of 100. It should be, as Aiden is really putting the pressure there on to Chase now. Back here to Aiden. Aiden's still riding that low side here. See if he's going to be able to make the pass here on Chase here in the next few laps. He was able to trim a couple tenths off to that lead. You see him really getting close to that wall coming out of turn number 4. Down through the tri-oval going into turn number 1 here. And then we got Tyler Kahn into the wall into turn number 1. Looks like he's able to keep it under control, take it off the wall, but he loses a spot to Chris Lilly there. He's down to 9th spot. And here we go. This is the action right here, guys. Paquette is getting pressure from Kirker. Kirker was able to get it down to just a little over a tenth of a second behind the leader here. And he's slowly trimming a little bit off each turn. And now he is right on that bumper. Aiden Kirker is in turn number 1 right on Chase's tail, looking for Chase to make a mistake here. And they're both running pretty much a similar line as Aiden now takes him down to the bottom line. Side by side coming out of turn number 4 here. Who's going to have the lead coming to the start finish line? Looks like Chase is still going to have the lead. And he does. But for how long? How much longer can Chase hold off Aiden Kirker? Another thing we haven't talked about yet is pit stops here. They've been out here 30 laps, coming up to 31 here. So their fuel run, when they come down pit road, is going to be crucial here, as Aiden is still putting the pressure there on Chase. But back here we got battles going on as well, as we got more cars hitting the wall. So we got Anthony Conatuano, and we got a caution here. Oh, what happened here? I don't think the caution was on Anthony. No idea where that came from. Like came right back here. Yes, right back here. That is with Costello and Kyle Camper. Costello and Camper got into it. Looked like Camper got loose coming out of the turn, and Costello had nowhere to go and got right into him. Unfortunate, but hey, we made it 33 laps here before our first caution, and I don't think there is any doubt. Every single one of these drivers are coming down pit road to get those 4 feel-good tires on their machine and a full tank of fuel, that Sunoco gasoline here tonight. They get out of pit road here. We're gonna go ahead and bring somebody up for a interview here real quick. Go ahead and bring up the leader of the race here tonight. Chase, man, you led every lap here tonight. What's it gonna take here to not only keep leading the laps here, but finish up top here tonight?
Well, keeping that 39 car behind us, that's for sure. You know, unfortunate turn of events just happened there. Coming out of pit road, he just barely beat me, so we're going to have to find a way to get around him again. Or this time anyway, and try and keep him behind us.
Yeah, it seems like you and him have been having a pretty good battle there. You had a little bit of separation, and he was able to close the gap there as the run went on. Do you think if a similar situation comes about to where you have that long run and you have that little bit of a gap to where you're about 0.3 of a second ahead of him, do you think you'll be able to hold him off as the run goes on, or do you think you have to change something up here later on in the race?
No, I mean, if I'm up front, in front of him later in the run, everyone's running the top. You can't pass in the middle, can't pass in the bottom. So trying to get out in front of him and keep him behind us until the run goes on, then it'll be easier to keep him behind me for sure. So we'll just we'll see what happens.
All right, Chase. Well, you guys are getting ready to go back green flag racing, get you back down there to your team, and best of luck to you, and hopefully see you up here after the race.
Yes, sir. Thank you, man.
You're welcome. Alrighty, folks. That was Chase. I had to get him up here. He was he's been the dominant man of the night here so far. So, but like he said, Aiden Kirker, he's putting the pressure on him. So it's going to be interesting to see here if Aiden can keep that pressure up, or if Aiden can pull out here and take over the lead and hold on to it. And if Chase can do the reverse roll onto Aiden Kirker here, as Chase car is off to the safety of pit road, and the green flag is back out in the air. We are back underway for the big Rick Smokin meet 150 at Kansas. And Aiden Kirker got a good jump there as Chase is trying to fight off Alexander Hyder there, almost bumping each other down the tri-oval. And coming out of turn number 2, everything's okay for now. As Alexander still got the inside momentum there, putting the pressure on Chase. Coming out of turn number 4, and we almost got 3 wide going on behind them, almost 4 wide going on behind these guys. 3 wide going into turn number 1 with Connor, Diego, and Jared. All these guys here are 3 wide. Oh, that's some close. No contact. Everybody was able to keep each other off of each other there. Still 3 wide going into turn number 3 is now Connor and Diego were on the inside of the 99 machine of Michael Dorsey, but they were able to get that all straightened out. Going down into turn number 1, we still got Chase there fighting on the inside of Alexander Hyder. And more battles going on back here with that 35 machine of Jackson Allen getting around that 99 of Michael Dorsey. Multiple grooves here going on right now. good to see earlier on in the race, but like Chase pointed out, as the run goes on, it's the high side now. Chase is back to third spot. Alexander was able to finally stick that second spot there over Chase and Aiden Kirker. Don't know why it's saying he's on pit road. He is out here on the track. We'll go ahead and see if we can fix that here real quick. No, he's still showing on pit road. Don't know why it's doing that, folks. That's a glitch. Get back here with Connor and company. Diego is up here fighting, trying to get around Jackson Allen. But it looks like a lot of single file is Chris Lilly fighting with Jared. And actually that was Tyler Kahn. Back here. Clinton putting pressure there on the 92 of Brian Bick. We just had another pass here with Alexander getting around Josh, I believe. Looks like Richard's got some front end damage, like severe front end damage. That is definitely not gonna help him race here. Hopefully he can get most of that repaired. I'm sure he's been working on it during that caution. We still got close battle going on here right now with Jackson Allen, Zach Lindgren, and the Alexander. As Chase was able to get around Alexander. Now he's got his set back on Aiden Kirker, but he's sitting just over half a second behind and clicking backwards. Got Jared here in 8th spot right now. He is down 1 spot from where he started. He's in a battle here with Anthony Colantuano. Fighting here for the 19th spot. Anthony took it behind him for a second, and now he's riding on the outside near that wall going through turn 1 and 2. It looks like he's going to have the momentum coming out of turn number 2, and he's going to be able to take over that 19th spot and put Clinton back into 20th. One guy I have not talked about here tonight is Daryl. Other than the qualifying, he is sitting up here right now in the 14th spot. He is down 3 spots from where he started. The biggest mover of the race here tonight, though, is that number 97 machine of Diego Roldan. He is up 15 spots from where he started. As we got contact out of turn number 4 between Connor and Jackson Allen down the tri-oval, they were able to keep it under control. No harm, no foul between the two drivers. As Chase is starting to run down Aiden Kirker. Question is he using up his stuff to get up to him, or is he just being patient and it's just working out for him? We'll see as the run keeps going on here. Got more battles going on back here. This is a hornet's nest right here. That would be from 4th spot with Alexander all the way back to 10th spot with Chris Lilly. Honors on the still on the inside there of the 35 machine of Jackson. Still trying to oh, and Jackson's up into the wall. He's falling back multiple spots now. Really falling back. He's all the way back to 15th spot now. And it looks like he might even lose 16th here. Brian Bick coming out of turn number 4, but it looks like Jackson's able to get back under power. As Aiden Kirker, it's still showing he's on pit road. I can assure you, this is not pit road, folks. He is the leader right now. But Chase is closing even closer, 0.3 of a second behind him now. And then we got Zach Lindgren, another guy you got to keep your eyes on here as the race goes on. He's second behind the leader. Unfortunately, I don't have a crank it up cam here tonight, but what I do have is a cockpit crank it up. Maybe we'll get into it here later on. Ooh, Clayton got loose coming out of turn number 4. Almost had a moment there, but he was able to save it. As now, as the run is going on here, they've been out here 11 laps, 12 laps now. And now a lot of single file. As well, as I say that, here we go again with this Hornet's Nest with Connor, Jared, Rashawn, and Chris Lilly. These guys just can't get away from each other. But they're racing hard, racing clean, putting on a good show. Really right now, this is really the only battle that we have going on the track here. Chris and Jared. Looks like Jared's gonna fall back into 9th spot there. Chris is gonna come back where he started the race here tonight in 8th spot. Now he's got a set sight on that 99 machine of Mike Dorsey. As Kirker is able to expand his lead just a little bit more. Now it's up to just a little over half a second. It was down to 0.3 of a second. It looks like Aiden has definitely the long run speed here, but is Chase saving a little something here for later on. We'll see here as the race progresses. Down 57 laps of 100. As we got Honor and Michael Dorsey. It looks like Michael's trying to get on the inside of Connor, but he's not going to have it. Coming out of turn number 2. Jake Baker and whoa! Jackson Allen and Jake Baker look like they had a moment. And it looks like he's going to be able to keep it under control there. Nobody else was involved in that. Good save by everybody. still under green flag conditions. Unfortunately for Jackson, though, he has fallen back to 21st now. We got another car getting loose. That's Clinton again. Halfway down the back straightaway, getting loose. Probably started coming out of turn number 2, and he was trying to keep it under control. Was finally able to get it under control 3/4 of the way down the back straightaway. As Jackson, he had another moment coming out of turn number 4, getting loose as well. As Aiden now is pushing a second lead over Chase in second spot. And third, about 2 seconds behind the leader, is Zach Lindgren. Fourth, we got Diego Roldan. And rounding out the top 5 here tonight is Alexander Hyder. Just about 4 seconds behind the leader. Who's supposedly on pit road. Don't know why it's doing that, but we got Connor and Mike Dorsey going at it down the tri-oval, going into turn number 1 here, and it looks like right now Mike Dorsey is going to have it. Coming out of turn number 2, is he going to have enough? Yes, he just had enough to clear Connor. Go ahead and do a cockpit here with Connor Trafari here. Ooh. That was some close race in there between the two. Looks like you got a little bit of right front damage. So that's definitely going to affect him as the run goes on. Well, as I say that, he hits the wall again. So that's definitely not going to help his cause. So yeah, you just got a little crinkle there. Just a little crinkle. As Aiden Kirker now has just about a 1.5 seconds lead over Chase. So looks like beginning of the race it was Chase, but now 64 laps down, it's Aiden Kirker. He's the one to beat here tonight now. So we're going to see here if Chase is going to be able to make an adjustment here on the pit stop as far as either charging early on or just saving more for later on in the run, as we do have a car coming out of pit road, and that is Richard Kirker. And we look at the pit stop then here. There's Kyle Camper. He also made his pit stop 3 wide. Oh, that's sketchy. You got cars getting loose down the tri-oval, going down into turn number 1. Like everybody's able to keep it off each other, keep it clean. And Aiden Kirker's coming down pit road. Oh, I'm going to hear that one from Aiden after the race. And looks like we also have Zach coming down pit road. So our leaders are starting to make their pit stops. Now the question is, we also have Clinton coming down pit road. When does Chase come down pit road? And he's coming down this time by, as well as Diego. And Michael Dorsey coming down pit road. Connor coming down pit road. So now Alexander Hyder is in the lead. He's got pressure there from Jared. But these guys are going to have to make their pit stops here. The question, how long do you stay out? The longer you stay out, the more of a gap you're going to have after pit stops are over. Jared, ooh, everybody's having a moment there, the leaders. Coming out of turn number 4, a lot of wiggling going on. But everybody's keeping it under control. Going down in turn number 1, now we got Jared up into the first spot. As James Rader's down pit road, Jackson Allen's down pit road. Josh Duke is on pit road, Tyler Collins on pit road. Tyler has no front end. That's not good. Hate to see that. There's Jared. He's still out here on track. Should be making his pit stop here. As I say that, here he comes down pit road. As well as Alexander Hyder and Logan Solly, as Logan's having a moment trying to get down on pit road. Do this. 37 laps. That will put them, all these drivers except for Corner will be good, I do believe. We'll see how that plays out. Sorry about the glitch in there real quick. I had to pull that up so I could actually see it. As we have that. That is Chris Lilly on pit road. And we got Marcus Van Der Lee on pit road as well. Bringing down his in and out machine, hoping his pit crew can get him in and out real quick. So now we got Daryl up into the top spot, leading that 6 machine Doritos. And you got Jake Baker back here in 2nd spot. Anthony Contuano in 3rd spot. And then you got Aiden Kirker in 4th spot. Once these 3 guys pit, Aiden will have the lead back. And as of right now, it's a 2.5 second lead over Chase. As Jake Baker is now making his pit stop. Now we got Anthony and Daryl that have yet to make their pit stops here. Well, I would expect them to both be down pit road here in the next few laps. As we're down to 25 laps to go here tonight for the Big Rick Smokin Meat 150 at Kansas Speedway. As we got another car up in the wall, that is the 35 again. as Daryl is now coming down pit road. We're going to see what Anthony Colatuano does here. Does he stay out for one more lap to lead a lap, or does he come down pit road now? And he is coming down pit road right now. So now that'll give the lead up to Aiden Kirker. Aiden now has just about a little over a 2-second lead over second place Chase. And then in third spot, we got Diego Roldan. Fourth spot, Zach Lindgren. And rounding out the top 5 is Michael Dorsey. But further back, you got Connor Trafari in 6th, Jared Rashawn in 7th, Alexander Hyder in 8th, Logan Soley in 9th, and Chris Lilly rounding out your top 10 here tonight. And that's all Aiden needed to do was another pit stop, and he's no longer on pit road. So that's good to see that he was able to get off pit road finally, but he was able to lead all those laps in the process. So way to go, Aiden. Way to be a multitasker here tonight. For the Big Rick Smokin Meat 150. All right, I'm back, folks. I had to step away real quick. Sorry about that. We get back here real quick. Daryl is trying to get around the 17 machine of Jake Baker. Daryl is taking the outside here. Down through 1 and 2. Looks like Daryl's going to have it coming out of turn number 2 down the back straightaway. And look who's coming right behind them. Aiden Kirker in that 39 machine. Right now we got 18 cars on the lead lap, but he's getting ready to put the 18th place car a lap down. And that would be Richard Kirker. I'm sure you guys can do the number math there. 39.93. Just saying. As he puts him a lap down. And now he's got to set sight on Jake Baker. As Chase trying to close that gap in. 17 laps to go. He's at just a little over a second now behind Aiden Kirker. I don't know if he's going to have enough to get up to Aiden. He's probably going to need a caution and set of feel-good tires on that number 10 machine to have a chance to have a shot at Aiden here tonight. Jared here in 7th spot. Looks like just, oh, actually, no, I'm sorry. Connor is in a battle here with Michael Dorsey. Looks like Dorsey, not Dorsey. That's a lap car. That's Costello. Different car color and everything, and I got them mixed up. Oh well, as Costello's in the wall again. That's I don't know if I have fingers left to count. Sorry, Costello, gotta pick on you, man. I mean, you kind of did it yourself with the picture, I'm just saying. As we get back up here to the front now, looks like Chase is falling back just a little bit as Clinton had a moment coming out of turn number 2, but he was able to keep it under control, keep it off the wall, and almost lost it again, but he's able to regain control as he's slowly coming back up onto the racing surface, but he's got to watch out for the cars behind him here. And looks like everybody's doing a good job working their way around the slower car of Clinton there, as he had a very big moment coming out of turn number 2. Took it all the way down to the infield. I guess you would call it the infield. It's really a big, long landing strip for the cars that would happen to have that situation happen, where they would have to run down, and instead of running into the grass, you got all that pavement down there to try to get everything back under control. A lot of tracks have that now. I remember way back in the day, none of the tracks had that. Right where that white line is, infield began shortly after that, and it was all grass. If you got into it, you dealt with the consequences. But like Charlotte Motor Speedway, I do know the front straightaway now, all that is not grass. That's all AstroTurf. So if somebody runs through that, it's like, oh well, it's AstroTurf. I don't care. And we have another caution. Let's see here. Didn't tell me who. So we'll try to scan the field here and see if we can find out what happened. Looks like Costello brushed the wall. That wasn't the incident. Looks like I'm not gonna be able to find it, folks. Didn't tell me who wrecked. It just said yellow flag. So that changes everything for Aiden and Chase and Diego and Zach, as well as Michael Dorsey. All these guys are coming down pit road, as well as Jerry, Connor, Alexander, Logan, Chris, Marcus, Mitchell, Daryl, Brian, Josh, and Jake. As I say that, Jake stays out, as well as Mitchell. Well, this is going to be interesting, folks. If I yeah, because Austin's been out here 22 laps. Baker's been out here 16 laps. I don't know. I mean, you gotta make your pit stop, I think. 35, that's Jackson Allen. He's coming down pit road, as well as Costello, Richard Kirker, and James Rader. As Kyle is, we'll pick on Kyle here. He's trying to hit the pace car, but he can't because the pace car is technically invisible. So we got Mitchell up in the top spot now. Jake Baker sitting back here in second. These two did not pit. Just to set the stage here for what's going to happen here in the last about 5 laps. Then the first driver down pit road, Aiden Kirker, is back in third. Chase in fourth. Zach Lindgren in fifth. Jared Rashawn in sixth. Diego Roldan in seventh. Michael Dorsey eighth. Connor Trafari in ninth. And rounding out the top 10, Alexander Hyder in that 24 black and blue teal machine. And a little bit of red. If you don't believe me, there's a little bit of red on that right back there on that General Tire spoiler. So as they get to 1 to go here, be 5 laps to go once they take the green flag. If I'm Aiden or Chase, I'm holding my breath. I don't know what to expect here on the restart. One thing I do know for sure, those two definitely have quick reflexes, so it might have to come in handy here on the restart, but who knows? Maybe Mitchell and Jake, maybe they know something I don't know, because I personally have not dealt a lot with these Gen 4 cars, unless it was way back when the graphics were a lot different. But here we go. Pace cars off to the safety of pit road. Mitchell is going to get us back underway, and the green flag is back out. Here we go. Back racing. 5 laps to go is Jake, and we got a big wreck going on. Everybody's wrecking here. And we'll get... Looks like on the restart here, where's he at here? Where did he go? There he is. Looks like Jake spun his tires, and he wasn't the only one that spun his tires. The 27, it looks like. That would be Jared. Jared spun his tires as well, and it just... I think we need a blimp view. You just see the carnage unfold. Because you see Jake spin his tires, and then just about the same time, Jared does too. And Connor, I think Connor spun his tires as well. So you really had 4 drivers that look like spun tires, and a lot of chaos ensued from there. But that worked out for Mitchell. He's still in the lead, but that puts us under a GWC. Attempt 1 of 3. Hopefully, this is the only one that we need here tonight, folks. Josh Corner, look at my view. So we're going to go ahead and go back here real quick. We'll go to Joshua. Since I can. And we're going to go ahead and let's. Where is it at? Do a gyro. We do a gyro on the restart here. We'll go ahead and see what he had to see here on the restart, and it was eesh. Yeah, better you than me. Let's just say that, Josh. As we're getting ready to come down to take the last pace lap for the third caution here tonight. I would put up a poll on do you think Mitchell has enough to hold off Aiden Kirker? But after that last restart, I kind of have a feeling we all know the answer to that question. But we don't know how it's going to go. This is why they race. Got to take a chance. You gotta do what you gotta do, and that's exactly what Mitchell was doing. I've been in his boat before, and I don't blame him one bit. This is your shot. You might as well take it. And he is taking it right now in that 182 machine, completely red out with a little bit of white and black. I do believe that's black, yeah. But we got Mitchell in first, Aiden Kirker second, Chase in third, Alexander Hyder in fourth, Chris Lilly in fifth. Jake Baker, after that last restart, he fell back to only sixth spot, so he'll be restarting pretty good here. Got Daryl in seventh. He's going to be somebody to keep an eye on here. Josh Corner in eighth, Logan Solly in ninth, and Marcus Van Der Lee rounding out the top 10 as we get ready for that pace car to dive off to the safety of pit road. And now we wait for Mitchell to get us back under green flag racing here. As the green flag is back out, GWC attempt 1 of 3 here tonight, folks, for their Big Rick Smokin' Meat 150 at Kansas. As we're pushing 3 wide, and it looks like Mitchell is holding his own here coming out of turn number 2, but Chase is getting loose coming out of turn number 2, and we got another caution. We'll see what happened here. It looks like Jake Baker. What happened to Jake here on the restart? Started out good. Didn't spin his tires this time going down the trial. We're getting ready to go into turn number 1. Going through turn number 1, and he just got tagged from behind, it looks like. Who was that? You can't even see the number. '89. That would be Joshua Corner. We'll go ahead and get on the nose here. And yep, just the old tires and new tires didn't mix too well between the two. And unfortunately, that brings us to our second green-white checker attempt here tonight. And Mitchell is still out in front. Maybe he knew something I didn't know. I need the script next week, Mitchell. Just kidding. I know this is not the NFL. Oh. Sorry, folks. I had to do that. We all know. We all know. I'm not going to pull anybody up to interview just because it's time to focus on finishing the race as good as you possibly can. And I'm not going to give anybody the jinx here tonight. But looks like we got 8 people out there tuning in right now. Don't forget to doing it. Yeah. Hey, don't forget to hit that. Don't forget to hit that like, subscribe, and notification bell. That way, you guys get informed anytime Extreme Racing TV goes live for the ISRL League over here on iRacing. And I am the broadcaster up in the booth here for you tonight, Dennis Iceman. For the 4th season of the ISRL League. This is their 8th race here tonight at Kansas Speedway. They've been putting on a good show here. Only 4 cautions here, coming down to the end of the race. It's now or never. Get what you can get as we're getting the 1 to go here. So we're going to see here if Mitchell can do technically a 3 for 3 and hold off Aiden Kirker and Chase Burquette, as well as Alexander Hyder and Darrell up here in the 6th spot. Got Chris Lilly up in the 5th spot. And Anthony Conatuano. All the issues he's had here tonight. He is sitting back here in 8th spot now. But we gotta keep our focus up here onto the front of the field here on the restart. As the pace car is getting ready to dive off to the safety of pit road. And there goes the pace car. It's now in Mitchell's hands. And the green flag is back out in the air. Mitchell gets a good restart there once again. for the Big Rick Smokin' Meat 150 here tonight, but Aiden Kirker is getting a good run going into turn number 1 here. He's got the outside line. And here comes the 24 machine. That is, Alexander Hyder. Took me a minute to find him. He's on the outside, running the outside, going down out of turn number 4. Side by side, 1 lap to go here tonight, folks. Whatever happens, this is it. Checkered flag ends the race here tonight as Aiden Kirker, Alexander Hyder are battling, but we got more battles going on back here as they were almost 4 wide, and it looks like they're going to try to go 4 wide, but right now, Alexander Hyder is taking over the lead over Aiden Kirker, going down into turn number 3 and 4, and here comes the effort. Does Aiden have enough? No, he doesn't. Alexander Hyder is going to win tonight. Aiden Kirker in second, and Chase Burquette rounding out the top 3 here this evening. What an awesome finish between these guys here tonight. Don't go anywhere, folks. We're going to step away here, get our top 3 up into the booth. We'll be right back.
Yes, sir.
And it was a battle there at the end. Uh, Go ahead and talk about it, man. I mean, you almost had it.
Yeah, that second to last restart, I thought I could have had something for him. Ian Mitchell got a great jump, and I was right on his bumper still, and I was even with Aiden coming down into one. But that last caution came out, and we had to redo it all over. But no, overall, it's great night, great night. Really wanted this one bad. It's a home track, so I'm glad we were able to show out and get a good top five out of it tonight for sure.
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, top five. You know, at a track like this, especially with everything that took place later on in the race, to claim a top five, well, really a top three spot here tonight, uh, is definitely something worth celebrating. But as we get ready to, haul out of here at Kansas, next week we move over to Indianapolis for the Salute to Veterans 200. What are your thoughts going into that track here next Tuesday night?
Oh, I'm excited for it. Indianapolis is one of those tracks. It's different, you know. So I feel like going in there, everyone's kind of gonna be on their toes and gonna try and be faster for sure. It's a crown jewel to us, so we're looking forward to it, man.
All right, man. Well, definitely looking forward to seeing what you bring here next Tuesday night at Indianapolis. If it's anything like what you brought tonight, it's definitely going to be awesome. Any final thoughts or shout outs you want to give before we go ahead and let you go and celebrate your third place finish here tonight?
Oh yeah, thanks to my wife for letting me do this. I know she's watching, and thanks to the boys, Robert and Jack, for watching as well. Yeah, man, thanks to Aiden and all the admins that put this show on for us every Tuesday. It's a great time.
Definitely for sure, man. It's a great time coming up here in the broadcast booth, tuning in, and watching you guys put on one heck of a show. So definitely looking forward to seeing next week what you guys bring to the table. So go ahead and enjoy that third place finish here tonight, and we'll see you next Tuesday night at Indianapolis.
Yes, sir. Thank you, man. Thanks for doing all that you do too, as well. So,
Oh, appreciate it, man. No problem. I enjoy doing it.
have a good night.
Yeah, you too. All right, everybody. That is Chase. Third place finish here tonight. Awesome job by him to be able to pull that third place out here tonight. Now we're going to go ahead and get our second place finisher up here tonight. That would be Aiden Kirker. Go ahead and find him and get him up here. Aiden Kirker, Dennis Ansman up in the broadcast booth, man. Tough race here tonight, man. You almost had it. Early on in the race, you were fighting there with Chase, and then after that first caution, you were starting to really get a good run on him, get a little bit of a lead on Chase in the field. And then that late caution came out, and it really just disrupted everything. Go ahead and talk about your race here tonight.
Well, it was a typical Aiden Kirker ISRL race. We had a really fast car, really good race. You're right about that second run. I just found a line that really made me super comfortable, and I probably didn't push the car for the rest of the race after that point. And just didn't need that caution. That really hurt us. And then once we got the cautions over and over, it just kind of ruined any momentum I had. But it's part of the game, I guess. You just you can be so good at the long run and just suck at the short run, and I just really didn't have it on the short run tonight. And it was a fun race. It was a good battle at the end between Chase and Alex. And congrats to Alex. That was a really good move on the top side on the restart to get the win. And fun that we could keep it somewhat clean at the end between the three of us. I didn't realize Chase was coming to watch the run, and I accidentally pinned him against the wall, so I apologize for that, Chase. But it was a fun race. Could have been cleaner at the end for us, and would have resulted in I think it would have resulted in a win for the 39, but can't have them all. It was a good points day, and can't complain.
Oh, definitely for sure. Definitely a good points day. Like you said, you can't get them all, but the momentum moving into the next week here. Moving on to Indianapolis for the Salute to Veterans 200. Go ahead and what are your thoughts going into that track here next week? I mean, totally different track than the past two races that we've done where they've been kind of similar. So, what are your thoughts? What are you looking forward to there next Tuesday night?
Not gonna lie, bye week's gonna feel nice. We have the off week this upcoming week between Indy.
Oh,
Um,
I
yeah,
didn't even look at the date.
yep. We got our only off week for Halloween, and
Yeah.
you know, just looking to getting some off time for a week and just kind of practice. I say off time. I'm probably gonna be practicing and running. I'm probably gonna have some practice races up. But Indy's one of my favorite tracks to race. I mean, there's no greater track in the world, right? We had a good run there last season in the 87s, and I just feel very comfortable there. But it's an exciting race because there's a lot on the line with the Triple Crown finale, which I think we're in contention for. Yeah, we're second, 5 points off of Zach for that. Big deal, 10 points to the winner and plaque. So I don't know which one I want more, the 10 points or the plaque. So it's definitely going to be a high stakes race, but it should be a fun race. Following what I feel like was a fun race night at Kansas.
Yeah, definitely for sure. With that off week, it's going to give you guys extra time to prepare and all that. So definitely looking forward to seeing what you guys bring on the 7th of November, as I now am looking at the date. Before we go ahead and let you go and celebrate your second place finish here tonight, Aiden, any final thoughts, shout outs you want to give before we go ahead and let you go?
Yeah, just thanks to everyone for helping put on this league. The admin, it goes further than just the admin team. Obviously, Daryl, my father, Kyle, Ryan, helped me a lot. But without the drivers, we wouldn't have a league. And I know we had a rough start to the season, but these guys are really hitting their stride. So we have moments like the final restarts today where it's just you get cautions and stuff, but that just happens in racing. So just proud of these guys. They put on a good show. We've had quite a few fun races, and it's been a fun season. Car counts have been the highest they've ever been. So really thankful for everyone for showing up, and appreciate the attendance and putting on the good racing. And also want to thank you for broadcasting. Do a hell of a job. I always enjoy the next day on my lunch break at college. I like to sit there and watch. So yeah, appreciate all you do.
All right, well, we definitely appreciate everything you guys do as far as putting on these great shows every week. Definitely not going to be the same next Tuesday, not having a broadcast, but definitely looking forward to the 7th of November for the Salute the Veterans 200 at Indianapolis, and looking forward to you guys putting on one heck of a show. But until then, Aiden, go ahead and enjoy this second place finish, and can't wait to see what you go ahead and bring out at Indy on the 7th of November.
Appreciate it. Thank you. Have a good one.
You're welcome. You too. All right, and that was our second place finisher, Aiden Kirker. And now we get to bring up the winner of tonight's race. That would be Alexander Hyder. And somehow I moved myself down to the waiting room. Did not want to do that, but now I'm back up here. Alexander, Dennis Ansman up in the broadcast booth. Man, you pulled it out there at the end. That 24 machine not only looks good on the track, but it looks really good in victory lane. Go ahead and talk about your race here tonight.
Thanks, man. Overall, our day was actually pretty mixed, to be honest. At the beginning, I was able to keep up with Aiden and Chase, but mid run, everything just completely fell off the wheels. I was getting tighter, just couldn't keep up with them, and I was just losing spots left and right. And I really didn't feel like I had a shot at all to even be close to this. But that caution definitely changed the game for us, taking 4 on the last pit stop, and everyone else in front of us taking 2. Also definitely played a big factor. And on that last restart, man, I really didn't expect to get that big of a run on the top, and it was just crazy. Like off of 2, we got the lead, and it's just smooth sailing from there for the most part. There's some clean racing from Aiden and Chase too. They're hell of guys to race against. I really feel like I don't deserve it, but a win's a win, and we'll take it, I guess.
Exactly. And you know what they say in anything when it comes to winning. Doesn't matter how you win. All that counts is that W. And you were able to pull that out here tonight. So big congrats to you. But, you know, as we get ready here next week, you know, we have an off week here for the ISRL League. But coming up on the 7th of November, we do the Salute the Veterans 200 over at Indianapolis, Indiana. What are your thoughts going into that, you know, type of track coming off of Las Vegas and Kansas, kind of similar tracks, and then we're going over to a track to where it's completely different than the last two races.
Well, yeah, you said it. Indy's definitely a very different track than Kansas and Vegas. And tire saving, of course, is going to be a big factor there. I don't really have much experience on the oval with these type of cars, but it's a new experience. We'll see what it's like there.
I can tell you one thing: it's going to be fun. Uh, definitely going to be jealous of you guys out there racing at Indy. But I'm going to enjoy it up here in the broadcast booth, calling every part of the action that you guys put on here on the 7th of November. But before we go ahead and let you go celebrate your glorious victory here tonight in that 24 machine, any final thoughts, shout outs you want to give before we go ahead and let you go and celebrate?
Oh, yeah. I just want to thank all the drivers for showing up today because there's some of the cleanest guys that I've raced against. Like, you guys aren't like other leagues. Like, it's pretty crazy how clean most of these guys are. I just have so much fun here, like every week, and excited to come back for more.
Well, Alexander, we're excited to have you come back and race a lot more with this league. Definitely looking forward to seeing what you bring next, not next Tuesday, but 2 weeks from now over at Indy. Congratulations on your victory here again. And definitely looking forward to seeing what you bring to the table on the 7th of November over at Indianapolis.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
You're welcome. Thank you. Alrighty, folks. And that will complete the interviews here this evening. What we'll go ahead and do now is go through the race results here tonight for Kansas Speedway. In first spot, Alexander Hyder. Congratulations once again on your victory here tonight. Second, we got Aiden Kirker. Third, Chase Paquette. Fourth, we got Logan Solly. Fifth, we got Chris Lilly. In sixth spot, we got Clinton Seymour. Seventh, we got Connor Trafari. Eighth spot, we got Daryl Arnold. Ninth, Anthony Colatuano. In 10th, we got Marcus Van Der Lee. 11th, we got Zach Lindgren. 12th, Mitchell Oss. Back in 13th spot, Michael Dorsey. 14th spot, Richard Kirker. 15th, Alex Meter. 16th, Brian Bick. 17th spot, Jake Baker. Had that rough restart there on the first GWC. Unfortunately for him, he fell back into 17th, but definitely looking forward to seeing what he does here on the 7th of November over at Indianapolis. Hopefully he can pull out a good finish for himself and his team as well. Back in 18th spot, we got Joseph Costello. He also had a rough night here tonight. Caught him up into the wall quite a few times. Hopefully, like I said, in 2 weeks, he'll be able to make a good bounce back, come back, and put on a good show. In 19th spot, Jared Rashawn. In 20th, Joshua Corner. He had a few incidents later on in the race as well. So it'll be interesting to see him bounce back next week. Not next week, 2 weeks from now at Indy. I'm sure he's going to, all these guys are going to be able to really bounce back and have a good run. 21st, Diego Roldan. 22nd, James Rader. 23rd, Jackson Allen. His first race here for the ISRL League. He was running in the top 10 most of the race, so definitely looking forward to seeing him back on the track at Indy, seeing what he has in store for these guys. 24th, Kyle Camper. 25th, Josh Duke. 26, Tyler Kahn. And rounding out the field here tonight is Sean Leisure, 107 laps down. But folks, thank you for tuning in here tonight. It was an awesome show these guys put on here for the ISRL League. I am your host in the booth, Dennis Ansman, every Tuesday night. Thank you all for tuning in, and until the 7th of November, enjoy the weather, enjoy your time away from me, enjoy your time away from whatever it is that you typically do on a Tuesday night. Go out there, have fun, and until the 7th of November for the Salute to Veterans 200 at Indianapolis, you all have a good night and stay safe.